Welcome back, guys, to This and Much More podcast. I'm Evelyn and my handsome co-host,
Rollie Vogues.
And today we are starting episode...
I don't even know what episode we are.
I don't know either.
Let me check.
Okay.
Check,
I think it's 53.
Nah, it's 54.
54?
Has to be 54.
Shame on us for not knowing.
All right. So we're on episode...
Drum rolls? Drum rolls.
Oh, shit. This is episode 55.
What?
Our last episode was 54. This is episode 55.
Oh,
and
big 55.
we're currently sitting at 612 subs. So I just want to say real quick, I really want to reach the 1,000 subs by the end of the year, man. I still... it's heavy on my mind. Like, I really want to reach the 1,000.
Honestly, for me personally, I feel like we reached the milestone that I wanted to of the 500. So yeah. I'm already beyond grateful for that, right?
Yeah.
But we do have 612 subs. That means that we would have to gain like
388.
388.
388.
Yeah, 388 divided by, let's say we have...
It's 200 more.
We have...
200 a month.
Yeah.
So help us out, man. Subscribe. Because our social media...
Like we have to get like 50 subs weekly from here till December.
We'll figure it out. We'll see if it happens.
And then...
we could even get a boost and just like randomly like...
yeah,
fly high.
True. Also, I wanted to mention IG, like Instagram. We do have 5,000.
Yeah, so our followers. Shit like fucking blew up. We went to Mexico and then we were like sitting at less than 1,500 before Mexico. Yeah, because it was getting close to your followers. And then viral clip, once again, Alex, his clip is just going viral. I seen that he gained a shitload of followers too. Mm-hmm. But nah, our shit went from 1,500 to we're at 5K right now over the course of like 3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah. Because I remember it was a Tuesday when I checked, and I was sitting at 1555 or something like that. I think we mentioned it on our last episode. And even I'm getting like nothing but like followers too.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm sitting at 1677.
Yeah.
So I've gained like 100 more, a little over 100 followers in a matter of 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's dope. But yeah. So we're going up, man. We're going up. So appreciate the support. Everybody that's new, anybody that...
Don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe, because we do get views and we appreciate the views, but the subscribing is super easy. It's just click the button. That's it. And don't forget, we are also on Apple Podcast and Spotify. Yeah. So y'all can hear us out there if y'all don't want to use y'all's YouTube.
Yeah. So let's talk about why we missed last week's episode.
Because I was basically dying on Sunday and Saturday.
Don't say that, because you were dying before. This time you're just super sick. So yeah. So Evelyn wasn't like feeling well. And we had came back from Mexico. We had dropped an episode that Monday that we came back from Mexico. Mm-hmm. And then we were like, all right, well, we're gonna end up recording something that Friday. We didn't. And then we ended up trying to like record that weekend, but then you were just like super sick. We're just like, man, you know what? We're just not gonna shoot an episode, you know. Yeah. So, you know, shit happens, guys. I mean, we don't miss too many episodes, but I mean, if we do, it's for a reason. But we're back on track. I mean, this is just a me and Evelyn episode, and then hopefully we start getting all these guests pretty soon. So
yeah,
we're gonna
excited.
Yeah. We're back on track. So, let's talk about Mexico. How was it?
Oh my God, it was so fun.
I know.
It was really like... I mean, if y'all follow us on our Instagrams, y'all probably saw the little recap that Roland did. I think it was by far one of my favorites, like you said, for you too. Yeah. Because Milo just had so much fun, man. Like, I could see it. Like,
yeah, honestly, this was... Out of all the trips I've ever taken over there, like it has to be like one of my tops, like for real. Porque, and I was talking to Lego about it, and I think it has to do with our kids being a little older. And them being able to enjoy something, you know?
Yeah.
And then us también, like, I don't know, like, it's fucking badass. So pretty much there was what was it, like
it was the town's, like, anniversary,
right? So first day, what did we do first day?
We went to the doctor for me.
Yeah.
Then we went home to go eat.
We bought Little Caesars over there.
Yeah, because Milo wanted pizza because he saw some. And then you slept.
I slept. It happens all the time.
You slept basically all Friday and then woke up like super late, like 7, 8. And then we were outside. And then we went to the plaza to go eat hot dogs and order taquitos. And
no, we ate a lot. Low-key, we know that when we go to Mexico, we're just going to eat a lot, you know? Like,
yeah.
And it's just...
There's just no way to count macros over there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the plan. That was the whole plan the whole time.
That was my plan, too. And day drinking for me. Because I was basically day drinking every day, but I was, like, taking it super slow. Oh, and I was able to read my book, too. So that was my goal, remember? I wanted to go and read my book and just
a big reader lately.
I know. I love it.
But yeah, so that was first night. Second night, Saturday, right?
That was the day of the fiesta.
Yeah, so it was the fiesta day. And then...
They have like a carnival in Mexico.
During the day, it was a 4x4, right?
Oh, yeah, the 4x4
That was on Saturday. And yeah, so in that video, Milo, like, fucking...
So basically, he was sitting on the back of the truck with me. And if you don't know what a 4x4 is, it's like a 2-lane full of mud where nothing but trucks. And
there's a 4x4s, you know?
Yeah. And they go in racing. But where we were parked, we were like at the very end of the race, basically. And sometimes they would like turn and then they would like nos llenaban de lodo, right?
Oh, whenever one of them hit like all the mud just fucking hit us.
Yeah.
Lego was carrying Elias, and he said he turned around and felt like he got shot.
Lego.
Yeah, he said that a big ass one le pegó a Elias in the face though.
Nah.
So yeah, when Lego was like and then he turned around and I seen like all the mud.
Yeah.
And he said that when he saw it coming and that Elias went with a big ass mud thing, whatever.
I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny because Milo and I.
Yeah.
I would just tell him, cover your eyes, because I was scared, you know, the dust and all this shit, because it's happened to me where I got an eye infection, you know, and this time, pobrecito Elias, because he got it.
Yeah, next time we got to take our fucking glasses, everybody.
Yeah, fucking
goggles
and shit, and the eye drops, because now we have them too. So, but anyways, that happened. We got full of mud, and then I didn't even hear when they were announcing that it was a kids race. So they do like the boys and girls if they have enough kids. So then Milo saw that the little boys were racing in the mud. And he was sitting with me, and I told you that he was like, that he wanted to go. And he's like, please. And I'm like, fuck it, let's go. Let's do it. Like, I was just like, it was one of those like, all right, if he wants to do it, I'm going to take him.
Yeah.
Because he's so shy. And then for him to tell me he wants to do it must be like a lot for him, because this was like in front of a shitload of people that he doesn't even know, and
it's casi todo el fucking town, you know.
Yeah, it's basically like the little town, right? All the people. And it's not like we know them, maybe Roland's parents, but like me and Milo are like nada que ver, right?
Yeah.
So then him telling me, I told Roland, I think I told Roland and my suegro, because I knew that your dad was gonna be like, hell yeah, let's go, you know, more than you probably.
Yeah, no, I was a little hesitant, I'm not gonna lie.
And then your mom was like, well, why don't you get in? And I'm like, why would I get in? Like, Roland and my soda are right there. And he's like, but I think your mom just didn't want him to cry in front of the whole town in case he got muddy, you know.
Yeah.
But because Milo doesn't like getting dirty, like, he doesn't, you know. But even when he was a little kid, we would always let him go outside and play in the puddles with his rain boots, remember? Like, we would let him, like, I would let him.
I think he doesn't like getting dirty when he's not trying to get dirty. Like
he doesn't like staying dirty either.
Because at the ranch, he's fucking playing with dirt and shit. Like, he's doing shit that's getting him dirty.
Yeah.
And he don't mind. But I feel like if it's like where he's chilling and then
eating candy or something.
And he or se tira or whatever, like, then that's when he doesn't like to get dirty.
Yeah. No, but so then we walked all the way to basically the beginning of the entrance, and then Milo you took off. I saw you taking off his chain, the bracelet, and I was like, good, because I would fucking go crazy if that he lost it in the mud. I would be like trying to look for it.
I would have let it go.
Yeah, not me. So I'm glad you took it away, like took it off, and then I was like, oh shit, his shoes, because he was wearing Crocs. I was like, he's gonna lose these Crocs right there too. So then he ended up going like in his socks, and he was wearing khaki shorts. Remember? And I'm so thankful because Rai like was like, fuck it, let me go with him, and he went running him down the middle. So I feel like that also helped Milo. That
you almost busted his ass too.
Rai, I think I saw him.
Yeah, he was slipping.
He was, right?
Yeah, he was. But then so Milo went, and then he ran. Obviously, it's like by himself, so he didn't race with nobody. But my dad was like, yo, like, because they were getting ready to fucking race. All the trucks are already lined up, and Milo was the one holding everybody up.
Yeah, he was.
But, I mean, my dad talked to the guys or whatever.
And then one of the guys was like, oh, se quiere meter. And I'm like, sí. Dijo, oh, que se vaya. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. And your dad's like, okay. And then... yeah, he took his shoes off and went. And it's so funny because somebody with the mic, it was a guy. He's like, ese sí es un Morales. Ese sí es un Morales. Or whatever. I guess he knew your dad, you know? And in my head, I'm just like, that is so funny because Milo is like half Salvadorian. They're like, ese sí es un Morales. And then he just runs by himself. Like, pobrecito, because when he came back, you could tell he was tired. I was already walking
but
through that
I washed
side.
them off and everything, so...
yeah, it was honestly, like, that was one of, like... that experience for me was one of the best because, one, it made me really proud of Milo, like, to do something so intimidating, in a way, in front of all these people.
Yeah, because that's not some shit that I would have done as a little kid. I was super shy. He's a shy kid.
He's a shy kid.
But for him to do that is, like, it did throw me off guard. I'm like, damn, like... he's gonna do this shit, cool, you know? Like, yeah,
because that's what I was saying. Like, when he told me that, and then, you know, he does the please, like, or whatever. And then I was like, all right, fuck it, let's go, you know? But that was awesome. That was for sure one of my highlights. And then at night, so we basically left and then went home to the carnival thing. And then the carnival in Mexico, like, if you go, one, the rides are probably not safe, and two, they don't care what your height is, your age. I literally saw like a baby on a fucking ride. Emilio was, when he was 8 months. Is a mini roller coaster? Yeah, I think so. When he was 8 months, he got on a ride too with Renato when we were in Mexico. You know. I remember. But anyways, so Milo loves getting on rides. Like, he's an adrenaline junkie like me, and he got on all these rides, right? Like the Sirena one. Yeah. And then, but yeah, that was the carnival. And then Sunday.
Damn, it's crazy because we didn't even sit at the
table.
Yeah, pero I mean, it's because this time we have the kids, you know.
Yeah, because I did want to dance. I love dancing.
You know, I was gonna take you out to dance, and then I came back from the restroom, and then you were dancing with my dad. Yeah. And then after that.
And I felt bad because I could tell your dad was tired, but your mom always does that to him. She'll be like, Rola, ve a baila. And he's always looking at her like, I don't want to dance. Because I know he wants to drink and chill, you know. But I was like, nah, we don't got to go dance. He's like, no, vamos a bailar. Which I'm glad I did dance those few songs, you know. Yeah. But I just know that he was, like, towards the end, he was tired. And your dad kept telling him to go dance with, like everybody, you know. And he was just like, you know.
But yeah, so that night was pretty dope. And then Sunday, what did we do Sunday? Sunday was the, ¿cómo se llama? The Jaripeo. Yeah.
Which it wasn't as big as it's been
before. So it's been better. But this time it was like kind of like secluded, and it was like people were there drinking and shit. And it ended up being like a badass little night.
Yeah, I did. It was fucking fun.
Yeah, and then like...
it was kind of good that it was more very secluded and it was not a lot of people. Yeah. Because it helped, you know, for us to build ambiente, because... your dad went and told the guy to play music, and the guy started playing, and then we started dancing, and then we started telling people to dance, and like your dad's like, tenemos que hacer ambiente, telling me, right? And I'm just like, you're telling me, like, I don't even know these people. Yeah. So I was just telling people to, like, come on, you know, like, come dance.
And then y'all did the fucking pole thing.
Oh yeah, that was
so they had this big ass pole or whatever, and like the initial competition was like to get like a little bandana or a flag, right? Pero they give
you 500 pesos
if you get the flag.
If you get the flag.
And yeah, so they fucking rubbed it down con fucking manteca.
Yeah.
And so the whole point is like you gotta like get a group of like 4 to 5 people.
It was supposed to be 4.
4 people, and then y'all gotta like climb on top of each other, on each other's shoulders, and then like from there
well,
like
you don't
try
have
to
to
reach.
do the shoulders, but that's the only way you'll reach it because it's so high.
People have tried to climb it like by themselves, you know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so then y'all did that shit. Like that shit was crazy.
My boy Lego, because Lego gave us that big ass boost, like because of his height, you know.
Yeah.
And
he's a good base.
Yeah, he has a good base. And he's so funny because he said he put his leg out and none of us used it, but I didn't even know he had his leg out so that we can climb in.
Yeah.
But basically, it was 4 girls and Lego. And but it's funny because it was supposed to be only 4 girls, but I convinced the guy to let us add a guy, and he's like, no, I can let you do 5 girls. And I'm like, well, no, we're not gonna do it with 5 girls. Like whoever's at the bottom no va a aguantar, you know. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, okay, un hombre y 4 mujeres. And I'm like, okay, está bien. And then they took out the little girl Natalie, because the grandpa said she couldn't do it because she could fall. So we were missing 1 girl because it was just me, Denise, and Shayla. Mm-hmm. And then I went to go get my student, pressuring her to fucking do it. And she's like, no, miss, I can't. I'm scared. I'm like, all right, whatever. That's fine. And then one of the promoter girls, whatever, she ended up coming. And she didn't even make it. Because,
yeah, she didn't, right? The only ones in the video are you, Shayla, and Denise, and then Lego.
Well, she was standing right there.
Oh,
but, yeah, she was standing right there. But she wanted to be at the very top, because she was wearing like a bodysuit, the strapless and shorts.
Oh, and that shit could have came off.
Yeah.
Y'all pulled on it.
Yeah, we would have pulled on it. And then same thing with Denise. I honestly, I feel like if I would have been after Lego, we probably could have hold up. Because Denise was wearing a strapless shirt.
Yeah, but then what if she to climb on like over? Oh, you did end up getting on top of her, right?
Yeah, I was able to stand up. But by the time Shayla was going to climb her, I don't know what happened. She bent down.
I think she tried to squat down
for me. Yeah, because I told her squat down because I didn't want to.
She was just like slowly like bending over and over and over. And then I told Eric, bro, help her, push her, bro, push her. And then like I thought in the video he's like
pushing her ass like up, right?
And like while he's pushing her ass over there, she's just bending the knee more. And then it's like
it's because I did tell her so she told me don't pull my pants because I'm not wearing no tenía cinto. And I didn't want to pull on her shirt because obviously, like, I'm not saying she doesn't have curves because she does, you know. But it's like, it's not like Kim Kardashian fucking curves where I could literally use her hips like me. Like, she wouldn't be able to. The way she would have climbed me up is by grabbing on my pants or something, you know, or like, because it's just
there's nowhere like a guy prepared. like when guys have like belts,
yeah,
like you can kind of like step on the belt, you know?
And me and her were both not wearing that. Her wearing strapless, me wearing a spaghetti strap. Shayla was probably the only one that was like more covered, and
I feel like she would have been the best on the top. Just because I feel like she's the lightest one.
Well, the other girl, the one that we didn't know, she was light too.
Oh, okay,
she was 120. And Shayla's about the same. Me too, I'm 120. All of us were about the same. I think our bodies were obviously different. But
yeah, the height.
That's the height too. Yeah. And, but yeah, once I stood up, I was trying to help Shayla get up to climb Denise. But Denise was already coming down. Because I told her, dude, I cannot like climb you without like putting my foot like on your pants or like using something to grip on.
Hey, on the video, you're like kicking her face, no?
No, so when I was trying to climb up, I told her, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm going to put my foot in your face. I told her. Because I was wearing boots, you know? And I didn't know if my foot was like stinking.
But y'all took y'all shit off.
I know, but I was wearing socks.
Oh, you're
so I was telling her, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, girlie. I'm going to have to put my foot on your face. Because I was using my foot like... I'm pretty sure like it looked like I was like having an exorcism or something because I was like toda crippled, like trying to, but it was this whole time I was trying to climb her without trying to pull down her shirt or her pants because she's again wearing strapless shirt, you know?
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck. Like, and I knew that like the only way was grabbing her shoulders or something. So once, I don't even remember how I was sitting on her. And to get up, I had to like grabbed the thing, and that's when I put the thing to my shirt, and that's how my shirt got stained. Because I was like holding it like with my life, trying to climb up.
You know what I just thought about? Like how, what would have been a good idea? Do you think it would have been, you think one of y'all is strong enough to where, like, let's say, okay, porque it was Lego, Denise, you, and then Shayla, right? But she never made it up there. And it would have been like, let's say Denise, and then you, well, on the floor. And then Denise, ¿cómo se llama? You climb on her, and then you think she would like be able to pick you up like that? No?
I don't think I would have been either to pick her up like that either.
But what if she's already like that? And then you can hold her like this.
Hell nah.
And
my hand would probably go...
And then Lego would go and then like squat her up.
The only way I feel like it would have worked out is if she would have been sitting down on Lego, and then I would have got on her standing up, because like that, Shayla would have been able to use Lego. Her shoulders grabbed me by my hip, my pants, you know, and then climbed me up. That's the only way. Because we're already climbing Lego, and it's fucking easy. And then we get to Denise, and Denise is like, her still being the bottom girl was still a lot of weight for her. Yeah. You know? So her being sitting down and just carrying the weight on her shoulders.
And it's not just that, it's like people climbing on you. So it's like, you were already on her shoulders.
And I'm pretty sure I fucking fucked up her shoulders, because I was like trying my hardest.
Afterwards, then I like the
super red. Right? Yeah. And that was the only way to like, that was my only like area to where I was able to climb up, through her shoulders. You know, so I was like, I know, I feel like I kind of like elbowed one of the sides, and it was just a fucking hot mess, honestly. But it was overall that night, it was so fun. My suegro, you know, made ambiente. Like, we were dancing, we tried that. We were the only girls that tried it. I think we probably scared the other team because they didn't even make it up there. Like, they didn't even go, you know. It was just us. And then but yeah, we were just dancing, chilling. Milo was sitting on the truck with the stuff. Yeah. And then
it was good. It was good. A good time with good people.
Yeah, for sure.
And then there was Shayla's little sister,
Ari.
Talk about Ari.
So, if y'all know, I'm pretty sure we've mentioned it on here before that me and Rollie want to eventually adopt like our third baby. And when I tell you I was ready to come back with this little girl, I even asked her dad when we were right there at that event on Sunday, like, can I bring her to Houston? And he's like, you can take her if you take the two sisters. And I'm like, I can't do that. That's too much, you know? Yeah. But man, honestly, like, I didn't even see this little girl like that. But it's just the love that, obviously she needs the love, a mother's love, right? But she doesn't have, the mom's not in the picture, basically. So it's the older sister, Shayla, like, taking care of them. And you could tell she needs that motherly love in a way. And she just kept following me. Like, no se me
descargaba. She's the youngest one, literally, you know?
Yeah, she's like 8 years old, but she's so small. And she was like really good with Milo. And I was just like, man, I'm going to take this little girl. Like, I was just so ready to bring her back. Like, right? Like, I was like, I was kind of sad when we came back without her. Like,
yeah. No, we kept talking about her a little bit. Like,
if the dad were to ever reach out to us and be like, hey, like, I do want her to go, not like adopt her, but can you give her somewhere to stay in Houston so she can learn English? I probably would. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just because I feel like it was just that immediate bond that I built with her was there for sure, I feel. So, and then she was just like an amazing little girl. Like, so I'm excited to go back already.
Taking care of Milo too.
Oh, yeah. Like, she was like a good like big sister to him, you know. And so yeah, like I'm excited to go back to Mexico to see her, you know. So, and to see Shayla and Clarissa too, because Shayla was pretty cool. Like,
and the boys,
yeah. I mean, I just met them that one for those.
No, me and Leo were the ones talking to them mostly.
But that's enough about Mexico. Yeah. Oh, what else did you want to say?
We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back.
So yeah, basically the Mexico experience was one for the books for sure. And I'm just excited to go back already.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it. It's always a good time going, especially this time going over there, seeing me preocuparme like to fucking do any work over there.
Yeah.
Like I took my shit because we were supposed to do a podcast.
Two podcasts
in Mexico.
And that's why, honestly, that's another reason why we didn't have something on Monday.
Yeah, because we were supposed to come back with 2 episodes.
Yeah,
you know, and then we didn't. So, but yeah. Anyway, we'll be back over there. I don't know when. In January. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But Takeoff from Migos.
Oh, that was sad.
Man, he
it is sad.
Fucking passed away, man. So R.I.P. Takeoff from the Migos. Like, I feel like his death was like very. I'm not gonna lie. I opened Instagram. And then Complex had posted them. No, not Complex. It was, I forgot who posted first. Complex posted later. But I saw it and I saw the picture and I'm just like, it's gonna say some shit like, you know, that he passed away or something. Like it's always a scary thing. And I scrolled down and then that's what was it. And to be killed here in Houston, it's like, damn, man, you know. But yeah, like I've told you and I've told my brother and shit that his death was like crazy porque I feel like he's like a mega star. Like he's super, like Migos are like
big.
They're big, you know. It's like, yeah, like RIP everybody else, you know, PNB Rock and everybody that's, you know, passed away. Pero I feel like the Migos are just like this trio that are like, you know, obviously right now they were broken up, you know,
but they're known.
Yeah, they're like that rap group, you know. And then so to see one of them go is like, damn, you know. And then the whole beef between like Quavo and then Offset, it's like I was telling you, right, they're the ones beefing and then Takeoff is in the middle, kind of like neutral. And then so now that he's gone, it's like they have to like talk, you know. They're family, but they're gonna have to like, you know. And I've been seeing a lot of,
it just could go one way or the other, where he'll blame him for being there and it happening in a way, and then it's just one of those things where like, damn, we have each other now. So but
I don't think he'll blame him. I think,
man, you don't know, like a death can do like really like it can show you somebody's like not true colors but the ugly side of you.
But I guess I'm seeing a lot of comments like han salido más details, you know, because everybody at first was blaming Quavo.
I know
they're saying like, man, because he wanted to fight or whatever, you know, he got mad. But then there's videos where Quavo's like, man, I saw one where he's like, man, I ain't trying to get like I'm gonna go before somebody gets hurt or some shit like that. Like he was trying to leave, you know, and then that's when the whole shit happened. Pero
so who are they like blaming?
Well, now it is Friendly Fire, I guess. They're saying there's videos where like they show the guy, they were hanging out with the guy that pretty much like did the shooting or whatever.
Was he on their side or the other guys?
Come on their side.
Like who was he? The guy that did the shooting?
Yeah, so
was he one of like
Quavo's people? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I don't know. I don't know the full details, so I don't want to speak on it like that. But
yeah, because I saw the one where they were saying that like Jay Prince's son, right?
Let's not talk about Jay Prince. Honestly, yeah, like
oh
I don't know.
You low-key scared me.
No, it's
like, but I'm basically saying, you know, that one video where
there's I don't know. I haven't seen the video because there's one that I think it's Jazz Prince. I think there's two. There's Jay Prince Jr. and then there's Jazz Prince. Pero I think they're saying
that the only people that had guns was their people, not like
Quavo's pero that there's one where he walks over Takeoff's body and then they say he's like, y'all know what happened, or y'all know who did it, or some shit like that. But I don't know, so I'm not gonna speak on it.
No, yeah, I don't know either, like enough to actually.
I haven't seen the video, so. But yeah.
But that was overall, it's a very sad.
Yeah,
you know?
and then I've been seeing a lot of comments talking about like Quavo's never gonna be the same again. Like, it is kind of crazy. Like, somebody I read a comment and somebody was like, when Takeoff died, a little bit of Quavo died too, and so now he's not gonna be the same. Or some shit like that. But man, that's fucking crazy. And you know, también another thing, because you know the whole death thing like has been like, I don't know, like heavy on my mind, you know, like I'm just like being seen, I feel like a lot. And like there's PNB Rock, and I'm just saying his name because he's the one that I've seen like the most recent, but he was dying. He got shot and was dying, so he kind of knew he was in and out, like, you know. But Takeoff was like he took a few steps behind Quavo and then he's suddenly gone, you know, like. And like, what did he see? You know, like he just walking behind Quavo, and then de repente it just went black for him, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
the death was sudden. You know,
I'm pretty sure that's what. Like, I'm pretty sure that's probably what happened.
Yeah, and I don't know. That's wild. So R.I.P. Takeoff, and then also I saw Aaron Carter passed away too. Mm-hmm. Which I was telling you, right? Like who he is and shit. Yeah, so pretty much like he's the child star, and then he had been going through a lot of stuff or whatever, like drug addiction, and like I don't know. He blames like his brother and his mom for a bunch of shit. Like, no lo has visto how he looks now, right? Or how he looked.
Yeah, no.
He's all tatted up in the face, super skinny. Like he went to rehab and all that. But I just know his story because he would go to No Jumper a lot. So I think he had like 4 interviews on No Jumper already. And they just dropped one last week. And then I was telling Lego, I'm like, man, look at Aaron Carter or whatever. Because he lies a lot, you know? And de repente...
Well, that you know of.
No, it's because you can tell. You can tell, like... And then Adam will laugh like, oh, okay. Like, you could tell. And it's just funny shit. And then... But yeah, Lego sent me the screenshot of him passing away or whatever, like the graphic or whatever. No, Adam posted R.I.P. Aaron Carter or whatever, and Lego was like, "Didn't you just show me this podcast?" I'm like, "Holy shit, yeah." And yeah, that's when I was looking into it and all that. So R.I.P. Aaron Carter too, but that's crazy.
Yeah, like definitely R.I.P. to the people that have been like passing away lately. Yeah,
but on a brighter note, the Astros have won the 2022 World Series. So nice. I did not catch any one game. I didn't watch not one game this season or whatever. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm some big Astros fan. Like I don't know like players' names and shit like that. You know. But I do like love that for the city. You know. Yeah, I go for the home teams and shit. And I am an Astros fan.
Yeah, like if you go somewhere else and they're like, oh, who do you go for?
It's Astros.
Yeah. What was the last game? I don't know, but I go for the Astros.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I wish I was more into baseball like that, you know?
Yeah. Honestly, I just feel like we could have been watching like the games and stuff. I feel like if we would have. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like we were too caught up with other stuff.
Yeah. But it's always like that for me, though. Like, I just never, like, I get invited, like, hey, let's go. My brother, too, like, hey, let's go watch the game. And I'm like, nah, like I have shit to do, you know? It's always like that. Yeah. But it's crazy to see, like, HISDs, like, canceling school. And then now Milo's school is getting canceled for the day to celebrate.
So like, the agency that I worked for, they sent me, like a text basically saying like, hey, because the school canceled, right? But my assignment was still on. But I mean, I'm pretty sure obviously it's not there no more. And then they're like, hey, whatever. KIPP schools, Ripley Elementary, Baker Charter Schools, George Sanchez Charter Schools are all canceled due to the Astros win. We would try to find another assignments for you. Because if somebody still wants to work tomorrow, they can pick up an assignment at a school that's open. But these are all charter schools. I wonder if Netta's school closed.
I don't know. But yeah. So it's pretty dope, you know. Like, I'm happy. I like seeing like all the reactions and everybody like going crazy. I like
watching the ones where
Mattress Mac.
Well, I like his, yeah. But I also like the ones where people, it's just like somebody recording there at the bar and everybody's just like going fucking crazy. And then you just see like drinks going up in the air, like the water or the, you know, the beverages or whatever. Yeah. I like that. That's pretty cool. It just makes me happy to see the excitement on other people's faces. You know who's I like watching too? Lauren and Gerardo.
Why? What happened with them?
because they're big fans, you know, and on one of them, they're like walking down the street and she's like rapping because there's music out loud and she's just like, he's recording her. She's just like rapping, you know, and I was like, that's dope. You know?
It's so funny because she does like they do like photography that's very like nice and like elegant, but then like she goes like H-Town shit, right? I like does. Anytime I see her going crazy, it's like Southeast H-Town shit or whatever.
Yeah,
like
and him dope. Too, because he's like a nurse or a doctor. He works at a hospital, and him too, to see him go like that, because they both look very like chill, and then when it pops off, like they're popping off, like, you know.
Yeah, shout out them and shout out Glow Photography.
Yeah, we want to have them on the podcast soon, so.
Yeah, but yeah, so Astros, we're happy, you know.
We're happy for the city.
For sure. It's pretty good look, you know.
Yeah, it is.
So
honestly, before we go to another subject, I was kind of hoping that like I would have been pregnant, you know, how we were like waiting, because I was like, damn, if I'm fucking pregnant again, then that's like the way it was with Milo. Because I was pregnant, and then around the time when it happened, like when the World Series had happened in 2017, I had found out 2 days before that I was pregnant, and then they won. It would have been, I was kind of hoping it would have been like that this year, but it's not. Yeah. It would have been pretty cool though, right? Yeah.
So let's talk about a few shows that we've watched lately. Well, one show and then a movie. Okay. Which one do you want to talk about first?
Barbarian.
So let's talk about Barbarian. Yeah, because this was Halloween time, and we were looking for a scary movie, and I had seen a bunch of stuff about Barbarian, right? Overall, what did you think about it?
It was a good movie. You know why I like it? If you haven't watched it, spoiler alert. But it's a good movie because I like that it's so realistic that's something like that something like that can actually happen. Yeah. You know? And you wouldn't even know. I don't know though. Yeah, because
it's like,
yeah, there's another movie called Squatters or something like that, or Froggers, I don't know. And it's basically like they've been doing a lot of movies like that.
It's just people living in an empty house, right? No, porque when that guy goes into his house, he's like, "What the fuck? I have squatters in here, or what?" He says that.
Oh, yeah. So it's basically like people living in somebody else's houses. But you know who told me about it? Yvonne. Because you know how she has a 2-story house. She said she's always scared that somebody else is living in her house, and because she saw this one movie, and it's true, because it's just like you're not home 24/7, so it's like people could be at your house and you don't even know. You wouldn't know, yeah. But I mean, like a house like that, especially when a house has a basement and it's super old, it's when I think it's like more possible, or when it's an Airbnb and you don't even know because you're just there for like the weekend, you know. It's just like, that's why I feel like I like this movie, because it was like people living there for years, and they didn't even know. But it was an Airbnb home, so it's like,
I seen a thing where if you grab the letters at Airbnb and you kind of like move them around a little bit, it'll say like Barbarian. Can you see it?
I can see it.
Like Barbarian and then Airbnb, like I mean, some guy like did it. But like obviously like Airbnb is abbreviated Airbnb. Pero he put it Airbnb, and then like he kind of fucked around with it or whatever. But yeah, so Barbarian is a pretty dope movie. If you haven't seen it, like, what do you rate it? I rated it a good like 8 out of 10.
What would have made it a 10 out of 10?
It's because my expectations was going in and like wanting it to be like scary. You know, I wanted like a
Conjuring,
Conjuring, like demonic, ghost type shit, you know.
You go to church, boy.
And this was like a real suspense. It's just people to people, like it's just ¿cómo se dicen? Era incest, right? Like it was an incest creature, movie, person, whatever.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy too? Why I liked it, because it was not like one of those like, oh my god, you're fucking stupid, like obviously why didn't you take your phone type of thing, you know. A lot of the stuff was like realistic to me. Like I didn't think it was like dumb.
No, yeah. Like know? When people just randomly fall, or people like
okay, like the door, you know how the door was gonna close and the guy was down there, and she was gonna wait and she was calling his name and he wouldn't answer. So she's like, fuck, let me go back down there to check. And she left the door open for the basement. And then you just see the door closing. And then I'm just like, wow, of course he's gonna fucking close and they're both gonna get stuck down there, right? But she caught it. That's one of I like that because it's just like that's realistic because está pendiente que no se va a cerrar la puerta, you know. And then
her, a lot of the shit,
her putting the chair and all this stuff. I was like, this is so realistic.
Shit that you would do,
like, and then her the second time she went down there, like she didn't forget her phone. She took her fucking phone this time. You know what I mean? Like that to me is super realistic. I liked it. And then the homeless guy running like, stay out of that house, don't get out of that house. And she got super scared because he was just coming at her and she's like, what the fuck, you know? Like that.
Yeah, it'd be like, okay, fuck this, you know, I'm going inside.
The only thing I didn't like, it was like how much strength this person had. That was unrealistic to me. Because even through incest, you know, I don't know, is that even possible? Because, you know, the movie Wrong Turn, they were like that. They were strong as hell.
That's what I don't get. Like, I would think since they're like sick,
they would be like weak, right? Yeah. But I mean, I don't know.
I think they just do that just to make it seem like...
Yeah, because how could she like tear him up like that? Like,
and then, you know, because she was tall too.
Yeah.
So
she was tall.
But I'm thinking about the time when they fell in the hole. And then like, what happened? I forgot what happened. But then I feel like she just got out. Oh, whenever he didn't want to drink the bottle. And she just like got out like nothing. Lo jaló para arriba. And then this girl could not get out. Like she couldn't jump up. But this girl, I don't know which. They didn't show how she got out. I don't know if she like jumped or climbed or what.
She was putting it like this.
No, but then she jumped in.
Oh yeah.
Grabbed him and then se lo llevó.
Yeah. Like, so it's just like lo agarró como muñeco.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, did you hop out? Like, did you just with your strength fucking pull him out? You know?
Yeah. But overall, it was a good movie. You gotta watch it, guys.
It's a cool movie.
Yeah. Again, spoilers that we just, you know, gave y'all.
Yeah.
But the show was from scratch. That's what it's called. Very fucking emotional. I was like, Brolin and I were both like an emotional wreck today and yesterday.
Fuck yeah. We
were both like just like crying and así like to ourselves. Like
not today. Yesterday it was like fuck. Like it's a sad show. It's
spoiler
like,
alerts.
It's a because you were watching it already.
I watched 2 episodes.
2 episodes, and I'm like, it's esta Zoe. I'll watch it. You know, she's in it. It's cool. You know.
And then I almost attacked you, right?
Huh?
I almost attacked you.
Yes, you went into my room, fucking started choking me. You're only watching it because of her, right? And I'm like, she didn't even know that, but sure. I like her acting. She's Marvel. Pero, yeah, so the show, which shout out to, it's for the chicas because they pretty much spoiled it too, you know.
They did because I was watching their, Roland came home for lunch.
They did give us a warning though.
Yeah, they said spoiler alert. And but honestly, when they were talking about, when I was watching their episode and they were talking about it, I knew what show they were talking about, but I wasn't too sure. Remember, because you and Lego said, "Oh, what show?" And I'm like, I think it's this one, a new one that came out, but I wasn't too sure. So whatever they were saying, like, I didn't take it in because I was like, I don't even know if it's this show or not, you know?
Yeah.
And then we were talking and their episode was playing and then I was kind of like tuning in to what they were saying, you know? But I know that somebody fucking dies. So I was like, you know? Yeah.
And honestly, all right, so we're just going to talk about it like spoilers. Because if y'all haven't watched it, pues it's whatever. So whenever the dad died, I thought that was like the death. I was like, oh, I guess that's the death. You know?
De él?
Like I thought the death in the show.
Oh.
Like,
no, I always knew he was going to die. I don't know why. Oh, you know what? Why I knew it was him? Because the first episode, when I watched it by myself, I saw how she was looking at the stuff. And I'm like, okay, then obviously he fucking dies, you know? But then the dad died.
Because I didn't catch that in the first episode.
Yeah, because then the dad died. And I'm like, okay, maybe this could be it. But then he got sick again.
Yeah.
So I was like.
But anyway, yeah. So yesterday we watched a few episodes. And then today we watched the remaining 2. And the remaining 2 are the ones that had me like, fuck, like tears. Not, I mean, I'm an emotional dude, man. I fucking cry for a lot of shit.
Yeah, he does.
Movies. I know Black Panther. I'm a fucking ball.
I know. We already planned on not taking Milo.
But shit, I just wonder how they're gonna do that. But But yeah, so this one, especially because there's a kid involved, you know, and I'm just like putting myself in a position, and you're just like, damn, like, you know, the one
it's
part
very
that,
relatable too.
yeah, and the one part that got me like the most, like on the verge of like fucking.
Let me guess. It's something that the little girl said.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Her like. Her saying like the whole like everybody's gonna remember him as your husband, but nobody remembers
that he's my
dad. And I'm just like, damn, like.
No, you know what part got me is when she said when the mom's like, oh, she said, I know he's dying.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It's that breaking my heart. Yeah. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that part too.
Even right now, it made me want to cry because it's so sad. Like it's just like, you know, like. I don't want to cry, but it makes me think about Milo because, you know, when the lady from the services program came to her and told her, you need to speak to her with the truth, which is so true. Like, it's so true.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, like, it is best to talk to your children with nothing but the truth, you know, because when my grandparents passed away, David didn't know that they had passed away. My little brother, right? Mm-hmm. He didn't know. And I remember we were in the living room, probably came back home from like a rosary. And he straight up said, where's, ¿Dónde está mi abuela? Y mi abuelo Leo, whatever. And then I remember my mom telling him, oh, they're gone. No van a regresar en mucho tiempo. Están en un viaje or something like that. And David's like, okay, like, you know. But she just didn't say. I think in order, like, to tell a kid, I think I would tell Milo, like,
yeah, because that's already like
giving them hope that they're gonna come back.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So I think I would tell Milo, like, David probably doesn't remember because he was so little. I would tell Milo. Of course, me, I'm very like, soy muy fuerte when I talk. You know, I'm very like, I come very, I don't know how to say it, like, blunt when I do say things already. So I feel like I would tell him, like, you know what, papi? You need to probably use the word, like, death in that sentence.
He knows. He kills us all the time.
Yesterday?
He shot you in the head today.
That was yesterday.
Well, that was today.
Oh, yeah. Was it today?
Yeah. Oh, no. It was yesterday.
Literally put his two fingers on my forehead.
Boom. You died.
Like, where did he even get that?
I'm like, that's not okay. Stop.
Y yo toda ahí, okay, I died. But yeah, for sure, it's something to consider, guys. Like, if you are parents, not that this is a parent advice thing, but I do believe strongly that, you know, speaking to your children with the full truth works, and it worked in this show. Like, the little girl knew it was coming. She expressed how she felt, and she was just a process of the whole situation. You know, like. Mm-hmm. Like, that is it's important, I think, because it does help them, like the services lady said. Like, yeah,
so if y'all are looking for a show to watch, I highly recommend, man.
Yeah, and honestly, guys, it comes off like a girl show, but it really is more of like a couple show in my eyes. I think it's like, I mean,
if you're a dad, it's a good like, I mean, like,
yeah, if you're a dad or you're in a relationship with somebody, because it does show you, like, it's not all like fun and games. Like, people do fucking go through it financially, emotionally, sickness. I feel like we've been through it, through it all in a way, because we've been through, you know, regular boyfriend, girlfriend problems. And then we went through financially. We've gone through it as parents, and then in sickness and in health too. Like, at least on my part, you know, like you for me.
Yeah. Just crazy.
Yeah. But
But
that was enough, because honestly I wanted to cry.
Yeah, so we're about to go on a quick break and we'll be right back. I wanted to talk about Drake and 21 Savage. So they just dropped a new album, and I like it.
Yeah, it's a good album.
Like, it's cool. Like, I was listening to it at the gym.
Oh, you were at the gym?
I don't want to say.
I'm excited because tomorrow I'm going at 5.
Yeah,
by myself.
But I was fucking jamming that shit, and there's a few songs on there, but I guess I've just been seeing a lot of it, like, on social media and stuff, and man, they're just them together, like, are fucking badass. But Drake, man, like, Drake is just crazy, like, and
He's so fucking iconic.
Yeah, and I was telling you, like, how he just comes up with shit, like, whenever he was like, what do you say about how I told you que dicen more money, more problems. And it's just a saying all the time. More money, more problems. But then he's like, bring on the problems. Bring on the motherfucking problems. And I'm just like, now that is going to become a thing. And I'm just like, man, it's fucking like, because he can say
because honestly, like, I feel like, not that I thought about that, but I've thought about that. But I've never said it out loud, I don't think, to where I'm like, oh, the more money you have, the more problems, the more you whatever. But to me, I've probably been like, I maybe once in my life probably thought, well, I'd rather have problems and more money, But I've never said it. So him saying it is like fucking amazing. It makes it more real in a way, right? Yeah. Which is crazy.
And there's another song where he's like, they say it's lonely at the top, and then he's like, but I'm sure it's lonely at the bottom as well, or some shit like that.
Broke Boys?
I think it was Broke Boys. I don't know.
Yeah. Because he was talking shit about, like...
Yeah.
Like...
Oh, and then whenever he's like... He's like... He went and bought a house. He should have bought a verse. And he's like... that was dumb as fuck. And I'm like, damn, that's fucking crazy.
Because he got his verse, but now he...
No, but from him, though. Like, they're like... He's saying, like... Why... You have the choice of buying a house or buying a verse from Drake.
Yeah.
And it's like...
Because with him, you're going to make it.
Yeah. If you bought a house, you're dumb as fuck. Like, damn. I'm like...
Damn, we're dumb as fuck.
It's fucking crazy. But, like, I think of stuff like... if I'm designing for Superior, or if I want, like... at the time, whenever I was doing the rap and shit, but like more now with Superior, I think of sayings that I want on a t-shirt that he might say, or that somebody like Bad Bunny might say. So like on the gray shirt that I have, like with the dragon on the back, he said, I don't even remember what it says. New work. I forgot what he said, but new work. Or then like, beware of friendly foes. Like I'm like, okay, what if he ever said that on a song? Like, beware of friendly foes or some shit like. And it's just like this thing, the way it's like the wordplay, like beware of friendly foes.
I like that.
Friendly enemies, like they're your enemies, but they're like trying to be friendly with you.
Like your fucking friends that are haters or
something. So it's like beware of friendly foes, just shit like that. So I picture or try to think of stuff that he might say that is like, if he says it, like everybody's gonna fucking like.
Nos toca ganar.
Nos toca ganar is another one. But like, somebody did say that. But,
no, I know.
But it's, like...
no, I was thinking of the one... What did it say on the new work? Something. I was thinking what it was.
Yeah, I don't remember. But yeah. But regardless, like...
It's a dope album.
Yeah.
Even Milo likes it.
Oh, he did. It was the 21 Savage one. Like more M's. Yeah. And like I was just listening. Like he never wants me to turn shit up. He's like, it's too loud. And it's like at volume 18 and shit. And... But yeah, I was just playing it. I forgot where we were going. And then fucking he's just like, I don't know where, like, Papi, I like this song. I'm like, you like this song? He's like, yeah. And he's like bobbing his head and shit. I'm like, all right,
And then when you're showing me, he's like, and then going like whatever he was doing with his peace sign.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a good fucking dope album, man. Like it's been a while since I've been like very like on music. Like me and Lego are always talking about how we don't listen to music anymore. And lately I've just been listening to Spanish.
I know that's gonna be my
your gym.
My gym for tomorrow.
Yeah. So fuck, man, I like it. Good rap shit, but let's move on to the next thing. So you wanted to ask, like, because I guess I was telling you about it, right?
Yeah, about, you showed me a little clip about...
Yeah, because there's a podcast, like they... oh my God, I can't even remember the podcast name. But they always ask, do you think money buys happiness? Yeah.
Well, the one I saw was Adam. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's money... Yeah, that's what it's called, I guess. Yeah, the Money Buys Happiness podcast. And so they always ask their guest at the end, like, that's their infamous question, So they say, like, do you think money buys happiness, or what are your thoughts on that? So what are your thoughts on that?
I think it does.
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah,
too.
but I mean, I don't want to repeat what Adam said, but I agree with him.
But it's because he makes good points. Like,
yeah, he does. And it just goes back to what Drake said. Like, you know, I'd rather have more money and more problems. Like, why the fuck not? I'd rather be rich with money. I mean, I'd rather be rich with problems than broke with problems.
Yeah, because the problems are like different.
Problems mainly have to do with money when you're broke. Really, I feel like problems when you're rich is other shit. Like,
yeah,
maybe more emotional. You know?
No, it's just like, okay, like I'm just gonna say what Adam said, because he said like, okay, he replaced his grass porque they was getting ate up by gophers or whatever the fuck. He said he dropped 10K on new grass, and then the week that they put the new grass was like the hottest week over there. Died. So it fucking burnt or whatever, and it died. And he's like, did that money mentally fuck me or whatever? Like, he's like, not even, like, it's 10 grand. I tried it, didn't work, whatever. Like, he'll just do it again. Like, just shit like that, you know? Like, we're talking about it, how there's stuff around the house that, like, I would want to, like, fix or do or whatever, but you're just like, you don't do it because it's just
you rather use your money somewhere else. But
if you had, and it's like, not that it would make me happy, but it would make me less stress.
Yeah.
You know, or it would make me, it's something less to worry about, and then you just live life more, and you're just more free if you had money.
The freedom that comes with it, is more. I think that the freedom that comes with having money overpowers the stress that comes with it in a way.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I feel like the people that would believe like money doesn't buy happiness, I feel like it's like they think like, okay, your problems go away, or I don't know why they don't believe that money buys happiness. I don't know why they don't believe that, you know? Porque it doesn't directly like, oh, I have money, I'm happy. Porque you see celebrities that have money and they're depressed or whatever.
Yeah.
But it is just like being able to afford shit that on the daily, like you just can't.
That you just couldn't.
Imagine like, well, back then, whenever I was working like other jobs or whatever, but they were lower paying, like at Powell or whatever, like I was making like $200 a week or some shit like that, you know? But I remember like you get your check and then you're spending whatever, and then by the end of the week you're just like at $20, whatever. But and so you like start like spending less and less, and like, you know. But if you have like a lot of money, then there's no like spending, like you don't have to like fuck, it's Friday, like I get paid later today, like let me, you know.
Yeah.
No, you're not pinching pennies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I do think, and then of course, I mean, it just really depends. I mean, the more money you have and where your heart is at, really, I feel.
Yeah, that's true. It's just like it's like this. It's like, you know how they say that. Well, I'm gonna just use Captain America. So the serum that they gave him, the super soldier serum, it enhances the type of person you are more. So it's like he's a good person at heart already, you know. And when they gave him that thing, it made him even more of a good person. And you know how there's the other, I forgot his name.
The one that came out in
the U.S. agent.
Yeah.
And he already had like a bad vibe to him, or era bien competitive, and then whenever he got it, he just became more. He became worse. And I feel like it's like, not that money is like that, but it could be like that.
Yeah.
A good person with money. I know if we had money, we'd be fucking giving away, you know?
Yeah.
I know I would. Like, it's just like something that, and you see Steve will do it, like doing it. You see like people just giving money away, and it's just like, man, like it must feel good. That shit must feel good. Like,
I mean, just giving away in general without expecting anything in return it's what's good.
Yeah.
Makes me feel good. Like, I mean, even for Christmas, like I love gifting.
Yeah.
Like, it's just one of those things, like the love language thing. I think for me would be like that, like
giving gifts.
Like, I love it. Like, I love giving somebody something that's gonna make them feel good.
Yeah. Which brings us to our next topic, which is Alegres Milagros.
Yes.
Talk about it.
So that was our second, annual Christmas giving for Mexico, which is a super success. It was so amazing. We gathered over like a little bit under 300 toys, I think, or around there. The goal was 250, but this year it's going to be a little bit different. One, we are a month late. I started it, the first 2 years I started in October, but this year I'm going to start it tomorrow. Wait, do you want to go on a quick break?
No, that's my meal.
Oh, at 10 p.m. Damn.
That's the one after the gym.
Oh, and then so this year is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to create a wish list tonight on Amazon so people can just automatically buy from there, and then it'll just get delivered to my house. Unless you want to bring it here, you're more than welcome to. I will be taking funds to
Go ahead.
I will be taking funds as well, because this year, so if you're from Mexico, you'll know. If you're from the area, right? So basically, Santa is a small little town, and that's from where we've been normally doing it. And then the last year we donated in Santa, and we also donated in La Culeca, which is the Nueva Independencia, is what it's called. That little town. It's a lot more, now I don't want to say it's more poor, but it's less, you know. So then this year our focus is going to be more in La Nueva Independencia, because when we do it in Santa, the people from there that probably need it a little bit more don't have any access to get to Santa. The kids, you know. And I know that the kids in Santa have more access to go there. So this year we're going to be located in La Nueva Independencia, which is La Culeca. And then we're going to give toys there. But there's a baseball team in Santa that we want to sponsor the jerseys for through Alegres Milagros. So the baseball jersey is going to say Alegres Milagros with their number. And I want to get 20 people to sponsor like a shirt, you know. But it's not going to have the people's name. It's going to have, basically they're buying to sponsor through Alegres Milagros. Mm-hmm. But they're sponsoring the baseball team. So that's how we're doing that for Santa, is sponsoring the baseball team. Because when we went in Mexico, we went to like the baseball game, and you can tell like the town is very involved in it, you know. So that's going to be the big way to give back in Santa. But we're also giving toys, but we're going to be located in Nueva Independencia, which is going to be with the they're going to do the 4x4 races too, which is going to be, I'm super excited for it, because we're going to do a float thing, right? Mm-hmm. That's what it's called.
A float.
Yeah, and then we're going to have Pop It and Co. decorated, you know, and then we're going to put all the toys on there. And I want to do a little bit more of better toys this year, you know, because I buy a lot at Five Below and whatever they give to us or whatever. So I want to do like bigger toys, have maybe not as many, you know, but still have toys, and then sponsor the baseball team for Alegres Milagros. So keep an eye out, guys. This episode drops on Monday. So by the time this is out, I'm probably already posting about Alegres Milagros. So keep an eye out. If you find it in your heart to donate money, toys, bring them on, because it's such a great experience, you know, to be able to do this. Like, Alegres Milagros is so amazing.
Yeah, it's always a good turnout. Like, it's always a good feeling afterwards too. Like, yeah,
because honestly, like, again, I said we were gonna do it like earlier this year, but I didn't. I do think this being our third year, seeing how the turnout is in January, because we do it in January. We give it away, like, we give the toys in January because we just have to take all these toys to Mexico through
and
batches.
And then it's holiday shit too.
Through batches. And then the holidays, it's just like, I feel like the border's more on it, you know, so we have to send toys by boxes. And then we're starting a little bit late, but I mean, regardless, by January is when we do it. We've done it every year in January, which is kind of cool too, because it gives the kids another toy after Christmas and all that stuff, you know. So it's a great way to start the year as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah. So, yeah, that's Alegres Milagros for y'all. I mean, we're the ones doing it, and Milo, because he just told us he wanted to go.
He's involved too. So.
Yeah, he just told us literally before this podcast, right? That he wanted.
I want to go to Mexico.
Because he saw we showed him the
video, the recap.
We showed him the recap, and it's so funny though, because nobody takes him serious.
Yeah, right? Everybody always like passes them up. He's trying to give them a toy. Or
he gives them the candy. His
candy.
job has been both years to give them candies. Because we bring, like, I'll take candies to give away with the toys. And they just walk past it because, I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's that. So more details will come later this week or tomorrow.
Or, Monday.
On Monday. Obviously, we're recording this shit Sunday, so. But yeah, so talk about the Entre Nos.
Oh, yeah. So, we mentioned Entre Nos before that I was supposed to do it with my friend Mariana. Unfortunately, she's not going to be able to join us anymore with Entre Nos. So, not that I'm looking for a co-host, but I am at the same time. So, that's why that's put on hold right now. I mean, the Entre Nos is still going to happen. Yeah. I want it to still happen.
Which is another show under the This and Much More umbrella. So
yeah, so basically that's gonna be the first other show under This and Much More, and it's called Entre Nos. And yeah, basically I'm just giving time to find like the perfect co-host for that. And so as of right now, we're putting a pause on that. So just figured we wanted to update y'all on that because we've mentioned it before, but nothing really did happen.
Yeah,
right now, right? Obviously.
Mm-hmm. And so, anything else? The crew world?
So, this week I will be posting on my new little business journey. Is it really a business? Yeah, right.
It could start off as a hobby. And
it's more of a hobby. Yeah, it's more of a hobby where I'll be selling like vintage, slightly used crew necks, So make sure y'all check me out on Instagram at Crew World. Roland's gonna add that to my
to the description.
Name. Yeah, and I'll just be selling there on Depop. So if y'all see something y'all like, let me know.
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe I should sell this one too, right?
Yeah, I mean, but it's not a crew neck, but
no, it's not a crew neck. So basically I'll be focusing on crew necks, but I might have like a random hoodie every now and then. So yeah, so I think it's pretty dope, and then I've gone thrifting. I've pretty much given you like a few, like, yeah, we have to negotiate.
I know, because I'm like, man, I want this one,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that's gonna be a pretty dope like business for you, porque
I love wearing them too.
It's just crew necks is like fucking dope, and then it's like a good profit margin.
Honestly, like I wear crew necks like probably like on the daily. Like it's probably outside. It's hot outside and I'll be wearing a crew neck anyway. So
también it gives you a chance to like just create more content, and then ideas for your brand plus, the crew world and stuff. So it's like, it's just cool. Like I just want to see. I want to see what you can do with it, and everything.
I'm gonna do a lot, baby boy. What you talking about?
Okay, my bad. But yeah.
But yeah, so that's that. Again, and I also, just to put it out there, I mean, this weather and this season has been so crazy, especially like I put it on my AI Mas. So I feel like I've been thrown off a lot by that too. And then not gymming, and then the whole trying to get pregnant, and just all that shit. Like I feel like it's been a lot this season. But I feel like now that I'm just like, okay, now like I'm done feeling sick, even though right now I feel like I am sick. Like I am sick, right? I'm just excited to get back to the gym tomorrow, start Alegres Milagros, start Crew World, get back on AI Mas. Like, it's just one of those things. It's like, I feel motivated.
It's on your schedule?
Huh?
It's on your schedule?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a heavy believer, strong believer in fucking schedules. That should just...
They work. Yeah,
because, man, también me, like, I haven't been, like... it's because it's been crazy, right? Like, it's just been, like...
It's been so rough.
Yeah,
like,
it's been
and Milo too, just getting sick a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, so I've just been thrown off, and I haven't been like, knocking shit out of my to-do list and my schedules and all that shit. So whenever I just need organization, man. Like I need to have that shit. Like I can't function without like my schedule, without my anything organized. Like, but yeah, so after this, I don't know, like I'm gonna clean the office, I'm
excited.
So yeah, we have a lot to do. I have to edit this shit right after, and but yeah, so that's pretty much the episode. I don't know if you have any more.
No, as of right now, no. Just again, thank y'all for staying with us, following, and again, don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, for sure.
So again,
subscribe. Let's reach 1,000. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. I need to post more clips, man. Clips fucking help like a bitch.
Yeah.
Know? But yeah, so that's it. I guess that's it, right? Pretty much we'll end it right here. So again,
thank you for watching.
Appreciate y'all. That's it.